We are live.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Is anybody here? And if not, hello to Void.
Hello, Void.
Hello, Void. Oh, okay. 2 people are here.
I, for one, am psyched that the Void is watching our videos.
The Void.
Oh, there's Katrina.
Katrina.
Hello, Katrina.
Hey.
Hello.
I don't know if anybody else is going to join us.
If nothing, this is productive for the 5 of us.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And the Void.
And
And the Void. I wonder what they're reading.
I wonder
What does the Void read? Probably Mistborn.
Oh, yeah.
should we all be reading this for?
Yes, robot Bree.
I can't fix it.
Bree's computer is being a little weird, so she's a little bit of a robot, but
Just
It's
a little bit.
Can't fix it.
we tried.
It's okay. I just moved closer to the router, so we're just gonna hope for the best today.
I feel that. It's a mood. Hello.
Oh.
We have one whole people.
One whole people. One whole Jesse. Guess we'll chat for a bit, give some people some time to show up. There's a Haley. Hello, Haley.
Haley.
We love a Haley.
We do love a Haley.
Yeah.
Jesse says hi friends. Hi Jesse.
We love friends.
Friends, my friends.
I'm tired.
Shocking. Did you open your energy drink?
I've already drank half. Like 5 minutes.
It'll hit you. It'll hit you.
It will hit me.
Just gotta hold out.
Yeah.
It's fine. It'll happen. Probably.
Probably.
Maybe. We can only hope.
I don't know. Caffeine sometimes just makes me more tired, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I mean, it does after, but like initially,
Oh no.
I don't really tell a difference when I drink caffeine, like if it like wakes me up, but I tell when I'm not drinking caffeine,
I
Like,
think
I-
with 0 caffeine, I'm dead. And then I have caffeine, and that brings me up to tired.
right?
Brings you up to time.
Yeah. You get me. You get me.
Wait, I drink so much coffee I don't even notice the caffeine anymore.
Just tastes like water at this point.
If I had caffeine this late, I would not sleep.
No, I have no problem sleeping with caffeine. Like if I woke up early that day, I will sleep no matter what, no matter how many coffees that I take.
Like to just like sleep whenever you need to sleep.
We do not experience.
Wild concept. Oh hey, thanks for notifying me that Books Before Death is live. I had no idea.
Oh, I also got that notification. On my phone.
It brings me joy. It's like, yes, I know I'm
It-
here. Yeah, it's good to know. Like, oh, it is sending out the notification, so people will see it.
Sometimes it sends them out.
Sometimes it sends them out like 12 hours later. It's like,
Yeah.
True.
what's happening here?
Pretty great when Amy was like, you guys are not live right now. And we were like, no.
We were like, that was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yep. YouTube sometimes just does not have its shit together.
I hate how inconsistent YouTube is.
It's been 16 years. YouTube has never had its shit together.
That's true. That's true.
Everything was better when it was just cat videos and people falling.
People falling. That was the hot shit. Man.
Yeah, the Epic Files compilation, February 2010, or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Mwah.
Peak YouTube.
Vlog Brothers.
Good times.
I'm glad we lived through that era.
Yeah.
I'm glad we were like the right age to appreciate that.
Mhm.
Listen, I went to the first 5 VidCons. So,
I always wanted to go to a VidCon.
Wanted to.
Yeah.
I only went to 2 of them, but
You can say you were there, Casey. You were there.
the first few were really great. And then that, like, 3rd, 4th, 5th one were not so good.
stuff happened. It wasn't as good.
I always wanted to go to a VidCon, but the years where I actually wanted to go to a VidCon, I lived nowhere near a VidCon. So
Oh well, in the UK we get nothing.
I mean, same with Mexico, so I feel you there, man.
You get like, what is it, like Summer in the City? Someone
there's like one anime con in Manchester, I think, but that's it.
I feel like someone we know used to go to Summer in the City.
Probably.
Just gotta make our own camp.
There you go.
There you go.
So what is everyone reading?
What is everyone reading here
Oh.
and in the comments? And by
Everyone
everyone,
cut off Katrina. What were you saying?
You're fine.
Okay.
Well, just event planning seems hard, so I don't want to do that.
That's fair. Well, yeah. Listen, readathon planning is hard. London Comic Con once, and it was a strange vibe.
It is a really strange vibe.
But we like a strange vibe.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's strange vibe and then there's strange vibe.
Okay, Haley. On the level of like, what is my level? Okay, on the level from like playlist to LeakyCon LA, as like worst to best, what was the London Comic Con for you?
Put it on that scale for us, Haley.
Please answer with another obscure
Yes.
convention that only we have been to.
Not a good stranger.
No.
Oh, more playlist.
Too many sweaty people with free hugs signs.
Oh no, that's bad. That's a
Yeah.
bad level.
Yeah. That's not.
That's not a good
You
level.
ever seen a minor with one of those signs and be like, I should probably tell them to cut it out? You know?
Yeah, you should probably call their mum.
Hi, Alex.
That's not a convention.
It's not a convention, but thank you for contributing to the conversation.
Mr. Mike is still in Dublin. It's fine. He can't hurt us.
It can't hurt us. It's either in Dublin or in Haley's apartment.
It's the same thing.
What is everybody here reading or doing?
I am reading
Yes.
I will just be finishing off Mistborn.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I'm going to try and finish that. And then maybe read some of this Little Brown Book.
this.
It's a brown
Little Brown Book.
Which one is that?
That is the Volsunga Saga,
Okay.
the Icelandic story of Ragnarok in the original poetry.
Oh, that sounds
That's
really
amazing.
interesting.
That sounds real cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love the whole like North mythos. I always like that.
Me too. What are you reading, Katrina, or doing?
I just got to part 2 of Mistborn today.
Hell yeah.
I don't think I'm close to finishing.
That's
But
okay.
We'll find.
You take your time. I expect to see that you finished it the day of the live show, as in continued fashion. It brings me joy when I just see you in like the like halfway point text channel in the Discord, and you're like, I'm like, the live show's in like 6 hours. They do it, but you always do it. It brings me so happy.
You're going to be so fresh.
You're so fresh. You're gonna win all the trivia.
It's true.
Which I still haven't come up with a question for, but don't worry, I will.
We'll do it.
That's okay. You don't need to read.
Not a romance says I ain't read nothing. I don't know how to. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Fair.
She doesn't.
This whole book, you get credit for trying.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Does anybody have any preference on how long we go for our first sprint? Do we want to do like a 15, 20, 30? What do we want to kick off with?
I'm good with anything. I'm kind of a slow reader, so I'm good with anything, to be honest.
I'm also a slow reader. It's okay.
I'm not a slow reader.
Casey's not a slow reader.
No,
We don't
me
talk.
neither. Me neither.
We don't talk to Casey.
You got short stories too. You're going to smash through that.
He just goes through it so fast.
I will say the text is like weirdly small.
Oh, it's weird considering that it's such a big book.
Yeah, it's like just make the text bigger and make it a bigger book. I don't know.
Yeah, I usually prefer that.
I would much prefer that than the tiny text.
Yep.
I will say I have been reading his short stories slower than most other short stories because I'm just so confused throughout.
Oh, they're so good though.
They're so good, and I'm really enjoying them all. But
A 2-minute
Amy,
Amy, a 2-minute sprint. That's like a paragraph from a slow brain.
so Amy, how are you doing?
How are you today, Amy?
Amy keeps messaging. So I don't know if any of you, I doubt you, any of you care about Supernatural, but Amy and I used to be in the Supernatural fandom, and now we cannot escape. And there is stuff happening daily.
I thought it was finished. Is it not finished?
Oh, it's finished technically.
Finished.
Technically, it is finished. But
I think I stopped caring at like season 5.
oh yeah, that's a good place to stop caring.
5 or
Honestly.
6, yeah.
I think I made it like somewhere into like 7 or 8. And I was like, I just don't care about this anymore. I'm done. I'm tired.
I don't remember which season I stopped. I watched so long ago, but I did not get far.
I feel like it was like monsters, different monster, different monster, different monster, angels, 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 angels. And then I was like, yeah, I'm bored now.
Yeah.
Many angels. The angels don't stop.
They kept trying to like one up themselves, but they kept doing just like the entire end of the world over and over. It's like you can't. You gotta. You can't, like,
Yeah.
Listen, then they
You
fought
only
God.
get one apocalypse.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, we already fought God. Let's fight God's brother.
And it was God's sister.
You know, I'm just saying.
She had a very low cut dress on the entire time.
Yeah, and the amount of times characters die just to get brought back the next episode is like,
Yeah. It's
Not if they were women. The women never came back.
women died permanently. Yeah, that is true. That's
No.
true.
I'm so glad that I found the Super Who Luck crowd intimidating and never gave it an attempt.
They're a scary bunch.
A very scary bunch.
Yeah.
Don't let them hear you. They're out there. They're watching.
Yeah, Amy and I actually watched the finale of Supernatural together on like a video chat. And I don't think two people have ever been so angry about something in their entire lives. That we didn't actually care about either.
Yeah, you're at the point where you're like, I don't care, but also I'm so mad about this.
So mad.
That's valid. That's valid.
It was an exciting time.
All right.
I'm sorry if you can hear the birds taking a bath outside my window.
We can't.
ASMR.
My window's open.
you should have like a bird cam in the
Yeah.
live stream.
Constantly, you should have like a Twitch stream of just the birds.
Just the birds, yeah.
Thank you, Haley.
I remember I used to watch. I used to like know about this stream. I don't know if you guys remember when this was going on. It was like super popular. There was like this live stream of a fish playing Pokemon, like going through the
Yes.
games of
Yeah, I
Pokemon.
watched that.
It was just great. I used to love that.
Oh, I did not mean to share that yet.
That's okay. I mean, we can go here in just a minute, I think. But yes, the 20-minute is good.
I didn't think sharing it would make it go big.
Yeah, I think it's like set to automatically like go in. Then you have to like pull it back out. That's why I didn't know what you meant when you were like, put it in the thing. I was like, I don't know what that means, Casey.
Brie was like, how do I do? I was like, just put it in the thing so it's ready to go in the thing, so it's ready to go in the thing. And she was like, that didn't make any sense.
I just know how to press the button and then it goes here.
Me too, Amy. I also still have wig nightmares. There's a wig in that season finale of Supernatural that is worse than the cheapest wig you have seen on Amazon. And we have seen some shitty looking wigs on Amazon recently.
We've been wig shopping. We know. Oh. All right.
Okay, I have it muted. Are we ready to do some reading?
I'm always ready to do some reading.
Or whatever.
Always ready. Hell yeah.
Add to a stream.
Underwater edition.
We're going full chill.
Are you gonna keep the captions on? Does it have words?
No.
It's got a caption on the screen.
I watch
Sploosh,
things with
sploosh.
captions.
Like, what is the captions? I think it's just like a chill music video.
They just want you to know about the splooshing.
Sploosh. I'm so tired.
That's great.
Read some words.
Okay, here we go.
Reading time. Mute myself.
Yeah, true.
Well, how did reading go for everyone?
Pretty good. Read about half a chapter, I believe.
Nice.
Pages.
Almost an entire chapter.
I have 2
Done
pages
about
left in the short story.
30 or 40 pages. It's good though. It's like a quick, easy read, this one.
Yeah.
Well, let me see how many pages I read so I can compare with Max's insane reading speed.
I'm like, I read 19 pages. Mag's like, I read 40 pages.
I read 25.
I see how it is.
I finished chapter 10 of Mistborn and have put comments in the Discord, so
I heard the blue thing.
I literally was like, I
Exciting.
gotta stop reading to see what Katrina's saying.
I read 9.5 pages. How do you read so fast? I do not understand it.
I don't know. I feel like I just get sucked in. It's like TV.
No, Haley, I'm still waiting on still picking back up. Still in the mat.
I'm gonna let Haley translate that for herself. She'll understand. Also, hello, Eli. Welcome.
Oh yes, hello.
Oh, and the word crab was used in the short story I'm reading.
We love a crab.
You made me laugh.
Is this what we're doing now?
I mean, this is what we're always doing, Brie. I don't know what you're talking about.
We do tend to do that a lot. We're on Hangouts, just like stop talking and put books on our heads. So.
Just what we do.
Yes.
I do the same, but if this book falls on my keyboard, it'll probably split it in two.
That's fair.
Probably shouldn't break your computer just for live entertainment.
Motorcycles.
Oh, motorcycles. Are the birds riding motorcycles?
The birds are not riding motorcycles.
No,
That's
we
the
really
noise
need a
of
bird
the-
cam.
That's the noise of the government issued surveillance birds.
Yeah.
Oh no, they would truly get me. I love a bird.
Birds aren't real, guys. Everybody knows that.
No, the birds are gone, I think.
I did make you brownies, Haley. I hope you enjoy.
I miss Brie's brownies. Also Brie, but mostly her brownies at the moment.
A little rude, but I do bake a really good brownie, so like,
True.
I'll take it. That's true.
I agree.
We should
Tiny little ones like that.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Oh, he's so cute.
You broken Brie now.
I love a good bird. Put it on a motorcycle. I mean, that just makes it better.
Amplifies the bird.
Yeah, you gotta amplify your birds. Wow.
I
Oh.
find it insulting that we haven't considered that it's not that birds are working for the bourgeoisie, but they are in fact in charge of everything. What if they are the ones running the government and the entire class, race, gender system?
Oh no, the bird.
Wow, birds are horrible.
Great by the birds.
Yeah,
It's like all the sexism, birds. All the
Bird's fault.
humans are fine. It's those other guys.
the human hierarchy goes birds, reptilians, and then normal people.
Maybe it's this guy.
Oh no.
I like that you still just have him sitting nearby, Casey.
He's just next to me, just in case.
Crabs aren't racist or sexist. They'll eat anyone.
That's true. They'll eat anyone. It's true.
Did you guys see the article I said that slowly all animals are evolving into crabs? What is all about that about? I did not understand anything about it.
It's all about crabs.
It's just like a really convenient body shape to have, apparently. We had like a whole module on it at uni.
Crab convenience.
It's like, have you seen the meme with Morpheus holding the 2 pills? And it's like, evolved to crab, return to monkey.
That's
I
a
love-
hard choice.
I mean, you're gonna evolve to crab, obviously.
I think we've already committed to crabs.
We're
If
locked
I can
in.
still use Twitter, I'm fine with that.
Dolphins. Are dolphins on the power scale?
Definitely.
Dolphins have like super high intelligence, but like that much common sense.
That's really funny. God, I love dolphins.
But yeah, dolphins ain't got nothing on crabs. On a one-on-one fight, crabs will win.
I'm gonna tweet that.
Dolphins ain't got nothing on crab.
Okay, so you're right, but in dolphins' defense, they do form communities that are like
Yeah.
actually beneficial to each other.
But crabs
But
eat people.
No,
isn't there like
In this hypothetical situation, the crabs eat people.
I mean, that's just what crabs do now, as we all know.
Dolphins might be eating people, Casey. You don't know what they're doing.
Dolphin, crab, dolphin horror.
they probably work together to make sure that nobody hears about it.
True.
But isn't there like a crab in like deep ocean that has like the most strength compared to body size in any animal in the world or something like that? What is
No
it
way.
called?
That's those tiny little ants that carry the big old leaves.
No, but it's like it's supposed to have like the biggest claw strength or something like that. I'll search it up. I know I read about it somewhere.
Horror books now. I haven't found any dolphin horror books. I'm sorry to say.
I've read dolphin sci-fi books, but not
That's
horror.
amazing.
Yeah, there's a really good one by David Brin called Startide Rising. If you want to read like a really good dolphin sci-fi.
I do. I didn't know I did, but I do.
I do now.
Just say the word dolphin sci-fi and not know that I'm immediately on board. Oh.
Dolphins have communism.
There you go.
A space opera, but with dolphins. Max, you're so bad for my TBR and everything I do.
It's literally my job.
Don't you make it good
Like-
for
I can't leave it at work.
it? Oh.
In animal fact news, coconut crabs have the world's strongest grip.
Coconut.
Nice.
Coconut.
Coconut crabs. I can tell you another interesting fact about coconut crabs.
They're
Okay.
not coconut meat.
They taste disgusting because they don't pee, so they store all their pee as like a nasty yellow powder in their muscle tissue. So if you cut open a coconut crab and try and cook it, it will literally taste like concentrated piss.
We did not need to know this, Max.
But now you do know this.
I was like, no, I didn't need to.
Absolutely not.
I
Now,
like
now this is like taking up space in your head.
Just because of this single reason, I regret coming to this live stream.
You're welcome.
How dare you?
The week I've had, this is comparatively better things to know.
the governing.
Oh,
Fascist.
Reading sprints.
I'm gonna get back to you on that. I need to think about it.
Katrina's gonna think of that. That's extremely. Oh, we both clicked it.
I was ready.
I mean, at least now you want to try to eat a coconut crab.
That's what I'm here for.
Alternatively,
You're welcome.
that was like, I need to eat one right now.
That's true.
Yes. I'm not even sorry we've confused Josie's partner.
I'm also not sorry. I don't even know what you're gonna say there, but we're gonna assume it's a spoiler.
Yeah, don't come out here with spoilers. I will kick you in the face, Eli.
I have Brie and Casey who have like protected me for 3 months so far, and I need that to continue.
Not let you down. anytime somebody like accidentally does a spoiler or like implies something that's like to them is not a spoiler, but I'm like, no, that counts as a spoiler. But there's so many times where it's happened where it's like it's subtle enough that I'm like, if I call it out, then like somebody you might not have realized it, you might not have
Yeah,
looked.
but I
I'm
pick
like,
up on like tiny stuff as well, like tiny clues.
really do.
Yeah.
I need everybody shut up. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No,
That's why
shut up.
I love the Discord just because like you say a name of like a character that has not like not known by anyone, that's a spoiler.
Yeah, people don't want to know names of like characters, places, anything. So it's like technically that counts as a spoiler.
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day in the Cosmere Discord for people who are not Cosmere aware is going to be wild.
That's my birthday. You guys better behave.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, we're so caught up on the potential spoilers.
we totally missed it. You can put it in the all spoilers chat.
Yeah.
Disregard.
Yeah, when I read, I don't know if this is a spoiler. I stopped reading immediately.
But yeah, no, actually, I do think I know where you're going with that. Now that I've read it. Yeah. Okay. I think I know.
Okay.
But still, yeah, you can post your actual thing in the all spoilers.
Okay.
Alex,
you know.
I mean, does anybody know really?
Who's got ideas for what I should call my crab familiar in D&D?
Oh.
Familiar. I'm thinking Crabagale, but I'm not sure.
Love that.
Good. I mean, I was gonna say King Crab.
Oh, maybe.
It's very difficult.
Questions in the comments, please. I need a name.
Everybody suggest crab names. Go.
Crabathan.
It's okay, Eli. You're not in trouble. I was just saying that if you're not careful, you'll be in trouble. I go from 0 to 100 immediately when I see like, is this a spoiler? I'm like, it probably is. Shut up.
You have to ask. It is.
Yeah, it's like just when in doubt, don't say it. Block it out. That's my favorite motto in the Discord now. When in doubt, block it out. Crabathon. Oh, that's good. Crabathon.
Crab.
Patrick Star. I mean,
Crab.
that's a name.
Since I'm a magician, it could also be Crabracadabra.
Oh, that's really good too.
Oh yeah.
Real good. Yeah.
You're gonna have to make like a crab poll. Crab name.
I'll do it on Twitter.
Crab poll. I love a good crab poll.
Listen, we're all about crabs.
So I have an answer about Dolphin Society now.
Okay, yes, go.
Okay.
So, only speaking for bottlenose dolphins, which we know the most about, having read up on some of their social behaviors in the past 5 minutes, I think they most closely resemble the Iroquois Confederacy, with some slight socialism but slight cooperatism, because they all come together to do like mating, group activities, hunt together, and then they separate into their own little neighborhoods. So that is my answer.
They are notoriously racist, though. like dolphins will go out of their way to kill things that aren't dolphins just for fun.
Not what I expected you to say.
Not expected at all. Just like the way you started that sentence and led into it really built it up. That was a ride.
I'm not saying good.
I don't think we can support dolphins on this channel anymore.
No.
Cancel
To be fair,
dolphins.
the Iroquois Confederacy was not that kind. The Iroquois ones, which were fine, the indigenous people of northern New York,
There's the different one.
who united against the French and British to not die. Big difference.
Oh my.
Although, I mean, uniting against the French and British is a move. No offense, Max.
I forgot understands.
Which side were with the dolphins, though? That's a really hard question.
Ray and I do that all the time.
Alright, do we want to get ready for another sprint?
Yes. How long we want to go for? Longer or shorter?
I'm good with anything.
I'm good with the same time.
Okay.
20, is that what we did? 20?
20 again. Sounds good to
We'll
me.
do 20 again.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. I don't know what this is.
Round 2. Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
The crappening.
The crap. Everybody,
Okay. More reading.
more reading. Everybody, get your mute on.
So everybody, shut up.
Shut the hell up. It's reading time. Okay.
Is Justin bothering you, or is a cat bothering you?
Justin brought me a cat.
Huh. 'Cause I said that.
So both.
It's funny because I don't even think like Justin appeared on the screen.
Nika had a sense. Nika knew.
Yeah. I mean, I did turn around and was like talking to the void, so. Who else would be something I
We
could
speak
find?
a lot to the void.
Always. Always voiding it.
Always void.
Always voiding it.
So how does everyone do?
My page 30.
Everyone do math now. So sorry.
Everybody do math.
I finished chapter 11.
Yeah.
Not gonna do math.
I figured
Well,
you'd do Nika.
I finished the chapter I was reading. I got halfway into the next chapter.
I read 17 pages. Slightly less than last time, but I was interrupted, so. I think I'm on chapter 3 now for this book.
Yeah, I only read 20 pages, so.
Nice, nice, nice. We're all doing great.
Yeah, there was children screaming at one point, so I was also a little distracted.
I love screaming children.
Yeah, I've been reading a little bit like slower than usual because this would be my first reading sprint, so I'm not very used to reading on camera.
Oh, yeah.
That's valid.
It can be a little weird at first.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my notes for this book. Okay.
What would you guys say like techniques to read faster, or do you just read faster because you've been reading for so long?
I have no
I
idea.
think it is. It must just be practice.
So
I think,
don't
yeah, it's just like a muscle. You just
Yeah.
gotta keep working it.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that I read faster now than when I started reading. Like, I'm a fairly new reader. Like I remember reading like books as a kid, like the Harry Potter books, and I also read what was the name of that book? I read it for school. I read The Giver, I think it was called. I actually really like that book.
Not heard of it.
Then, yeah, it's pretty good. They also made a movie kind of recently. Like recently, I mean like years ago. But
time is a construct.
yeah, exactly. Like I can't even remember when the movie was on. It was for like 5 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, pretty recently.
To me, when somebody says a recent movie, in my head that means a movie after 2000. But then I'm like, wait,
Yep.
But yeah, for me, recent movies like after 2010 around there. But it's like that's like 10 years ago, right? So
that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Indeed.
no, Alexandra says she loves The Giver. Yeah, I also really liked it. It was kind of like the book. It made me wish I read more, but like I was too busy in video games, so I never really got to like reading until now. Like Sanderson is the one that actually like got me into reading as like full on hobby, you know.
Nice. We love to see it.
There are so few books that I read at school that I would say I actually like now. I feel like that's super rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only name one, The Giver. That's pretty much it. I also remember reading on like in English as a second language class, like already here in Canada. I read what's the name? Divergent, and I actually did not think it was quite good, but it was all right.
Are you trying to
It was
like
all right.
just say you didn't like it? No one's coming for you here.
No, like I wouldn't say I didn't like it. I
That's
just
not an unpopular opinion.
yeah. I
It's
just
not a popular opinion.
it's kind of like such a standard book that it's like you can't like dislike it because it's just there's nothing like it's just such a standard book, you know. Like I don't know if I'm like making sense.
That's one of the books where you get to the end and you're like, okay,
Yeah, like pretty much nothing happened, but all right.
Yeah.
It was definitely written when dystopian fiction was at its most popular and the tropes were all well established.
Mhm.
But the author
Yeah.
didn't really want to say anything, they just wanted to sell a book.
Yeah, exactly. You could
There was a
definitely tell.
definite,
Off all these boxes and just put this out there. And I mean, it did that. Good for
Did
it.
it do it well?
There were at least 10 authors that were trying to ride the Hunger Game wave
Mhm.
and make money from writing similar stuff.
I
And I
mean,
remember
she did make money from it.
No, they tried that.
There's 3 movies, 4 movies.
There wasn't there supposed to be a TV show too after the movie? I don't even know.
we're
I
talking
remember
Divergent.
like one of the movies flopped and didn't even get a cinema release. It just
Yeah.
went into DVD.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they never even finished the movie franchise. They just left it like, okay, we didn't make money in this last one, so we're not making the final one.
Right. I think the adaptations were even worse than the books. Like, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I watched them all, but I did read all the books. And I remember they weren't as good.
I only watched the first one. It was not good.
I think I only watched the first movie, but I read all the books. But yeah, it was like,
But yeah, if I wasn't forced to read that book, I definitely would not have finished it.
I will say I didn't pay for them. My brother bought them, so I was like, I'll read it. I read it, I like binged the whole thing, like all 3 books in like a week. So I was like, one and done. And then I was like, now I'm done. Now what? I don't really care. Like, it wasn't like something that I was like, oh, I'm hooked on this.
It's like,
Oh, yeah,
well, at least I never have to touch it again.
Yeah, I never continued the series. I just stopped in the first one.
I never continued the series either. I have the second one, but it's going away soon.
It doesn't end well. It's not.
That's what I heard.
It's like it's a weird ending.
I remember reading something about that Divergent was wrote in like 3 weeks or something like that. That she like the author is she had like a break from college or something, like it were winter break or summer break or something like that, and she just wrote a book in 3 weeks and published it, and it was like her first book or something like that, and just went bestseller. Like, all right,
All right.
yeah,
Even if she wrote it in 3 weeks, there would still be like editing and like copy edits and stuff.
yeah.
Haley, I don't remember us watching this movie. We watched this movie at Playlist. Is that what?
Yeah, we saw it together at Playlist.
Yeah, we did. Like
Universal.
We went and so I remember now. God, that whole week was a blur.
And then we went to IHOP.
I remember IHOP. That's what I remember seeing the movie.
There you go, guys. That's how memorable the Divergent movie is. Bree remembers IHOP better than the movie.
I always remember IHOP. Okay.
I think 7 years ago was the one year I met you guys. So
Playlist. That's the one
I
good thing about Playlist was that we met you.
Divergent.
You're much more memorable than Divergent and IHOP.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I hope it's way more memorable than any of like the books or movies in that series.
I didn't remember the movie.
Robot Bree returns.
That's
Yes.
one thing I really envy America for, having diners and stuff that are open forever.
It's the best.
Best. There's
Like
nothing
here,
better.
the latest you will find something like that open is like 9, 10.
Oh, that's
Not
lit.
even pubs.
Yeah.
Pubs are not open like past 10.
Pops.
Yeah.
We don't have that. What's that?
Like I thought that was a UK thing, like a bar.
No, bars are closed. Oh, like pubs?
Yeah, I thought that was a UK thing.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just talking about food though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, pub food is a thing, but I don't think they serve food past a certain point even.
No, usually like 11 or 12 they stop.
And it's
Pubs
not
are
great.
open sometimes till like 3 or 4. Though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ellen Moss says that IHOP during ungodly hours of the night are superior. It's definitely true.
Oh.
Any fast food in past like 2 a.m. just hits different.
It's amazing. We once crossed a 4-lane highway to get to a Denny's, so at 4 in the morning.
We don't have to talk about that time. That was
We
enough.
survived.
It was like a group of like 20 of us too. We're like, we're all going to Denny's right now.
And we were fully dressed up still, weren't we?
Yeah, because it was the night of the ball. Most people were in like their fancy dresses.
Sometimes you go.
Attention, and a big group of us walked over to yes, Haley, the Denny's.
Oh, here in Canada, there's a place called Harvey's, which is also a fast food place. It's great. It's like the best fast food place I've ever tried.
I miss Tim Hortons.
Oh, Tim Hortons. I'm so sad I haven't been able to eat at Tim Hortons for a while now.
They're good.
Tim Hortons coffee in the morning is just... You cannot start your date without Tim Hortons coffee.
Yeah.
Tim Hortons is the most lumberjack name I've ever heard in my life.
I think that's what they're going for.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Good.
that's
Yeah,
kind of
and-
the vibe.
And I recently found out it's not even Canadianly owned. Like, it's not even a Canadian company anymore. It was bought by Burger King. Like, years ago. I did not know about that.
It's true. It's true.
But anyways, guys, I'm gonna have to leave the live now.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. It was so much fun having you here.
Thank you. If you don't mind me doing a little bit of self promo,
Go for
Yes.
it.
Plug yourself.
saying that I recently had an interview with Nick Martell, the author for The Kingdom of Liars, and his next book, The Two-Faced Queen, is coming out very soon. I think it's March 26th. He's a really nice guy. I was like super nervous for the interview because he's like, it was my first author interview, but like he was such a chill guy. I like my nervousness kind of like wore off in the first 5 minutes. But anyways, like check it out if you want to, if you're interested in his work. I definitely say check it out. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Thanks for having me here. I appreciate it.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
And then
Therefore.
Number 4. It's us.
I'm so tired. Oh, we're good people.
Children are yelling again.
Yeah.
Just
Is
yell
it
louder
because of
to
the-
assert your dominance.
That's how it works.
You're screaming from inside your.
It's fine. I'm moving soon.
I don't know where my cat ended up. She's in here somewhere. There she is. Come here.
She's like,
So-
no,
Do you want to come say hi before we do another sprint? Let me get the cat.
bring me a fill. Oh, fireworks.
Ugh. You have to
I
say
know.
You got thrown in here. I know.
Yeah.
I know. This is Brianna.
I feel like that guy from Mandalorian where he's like, I would like to see the child.
Are you a child? You are a child. You're a baby. You're just a baby.
She's not even screaming very loud. She's quiet screaming.
Tiniest little merps. Oh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, wiggle, wiggle. Oh,
Why are you wiggling so much? Hey, woman, chill out. You're too little. You have no rights.
How rude.
You have,
yeah.
you're too little. You have no rights. You act like your sister. Why are you so wiggly?
She's getting lessons from Jasmine.
You're gonna give me all the views. We gotta show you off on our live shows. Every single one.
Have you ever done cat yodeling?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good. So you have to get a cat in your arms and fuss it till it makes that noise like
Like she constantly does. Yeah.
and then go like this with it, up and down, and it makes its vocal cords like go funny. So the cat will start going like whoa, whoa, whoa.
I know that when this happens to you later on
So
today,
good.
you must blame Max.
You must also film it.
We want evidence.
My next YouTube video is just gonna be that. You're so mad. You huffing at me? You can go.
You are released.
You want to leave the room or are you gonna stay?
She's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. You're talking
I
about
think
making
it's
me
just
yodel.
read.
Yeah, she's just gonna go read.
You gonna read? She's so mad.
What do you think cats would read if they could read?
Cat books.
Cat books.
Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Cat
cat
Warrior series.
books. I've never read it, but I know it's about cat.
I
Cat
feel like it's genuinely surprising that you haven't read that series, Brie.
I know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I never knew about it until I was like a full-on adult, and it's definitely like a children's series, which is no reason not to read it now. But I feel like it's also like really long. Isn't there like a ton of books in it? I feel like
You
it's
should do a whole series on our channel.
good. I
Reading
should.
books.
Did you ever read the the Redwall books, the Brian Jacks books.
I think I definitely read
Right up your street.
What ones?
The Redwall. It's like medieval fantasy, but with like mice and rabbits and badgers and stuff.
I'm pretty sure I've read the first book, but
Oh
it
my
was like
God.
so long ago that I don't remember it.
It's
These
so
covers
cool.
are amazing.
Aren't they? But yeah, I don't think I ever like read the whole thing. How many books are in that series?
Oh, like 20. So many. Yeah.
Just read all the animal
And like
fantasy.
a really, really terrible movie.
There's a movie?
I think there was
Like
a
an
cartoon at one point.
Yeah, it was an animated thing, you're right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There were 22 books in that series.
22.
It's nice.
It's pretty good though.
I'll read those and all the Cat Warrior books, and that'll just be my new thing. Forget Cosmere. That's out. The animal books are in.
Yeah, crabs.
You guys just come into the Discord one day and it's like no longer the crab Discord. It's like this is a Cat Warriors Discord.
It will always be the crab Discord.
Always crabs.
No matter what, we are crab people.
Even when the Cosmere is long gone, the crab will remain.
Maybe time for the Cosmere over. So, crab.
We went full robot.
Versus crab. It's okay. Crab robot.
Crab. Okay,
It's
do we
like
want to?
an online friend that's a machine. You're like trading jokes, and then one of your friends is like, ha ha ha, screw any dick, your friends.
That just keeps happening.
All right, yes. So we want to do another one. Another
Yeah.
sprint.
Okay.
We've read a small portion of this tiny book.
How long do we want to go for?
It smells good.
Everyone smell your books.
It's brand new, so it's got just like that fresh bookstore smell.
Oh yeah, nice.
Nice.
Mine is an audiobook, so I'll just
Not as nice.
We love it. We love it.
Okay, how long we want to go for?
Anybody have any opinions?
let's do 30 minutes because
Okay.
it's almost the 30-minute mark.
That's true. On the 30, go for 30. That's a good idea. We'll crack some pages out in that 30 minutes.
We know it's 30.
I believe in you, Casey. Do you want to leave, Sil?
Release the Kraken.
So, Brenna, do you want to go out? Go back to your dad.
The Kraken is the cat.
Yeah. He's probably napping, but that's okay.
She could nap with him.
He gets so much. She likes to sleep with me, but she doesn't sleep with him. But Jasna loves him more than me, so it's like, it balances out.
That's okay. When I come back, they'll definitely both remember me and definitely both love me.
In 5 years, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Whenever you return to my house. It's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
All right. Casey?
I was waiting until it got to the thing.
This is so sad. I'm on page 34.
Okay, well, you can get some done in this 30-minute spread.
See how many pages I read. Okay.
1, 2, 3, read. Hello.
Meditation.
Meditation is good for you, Brie.
Okay.
Open your third eye.
Exactly.
How much did you read?
About 60 pages.
God, you suck.
Yeah.
I think I read just shy of 30. I'm at like 20 pages. Yeah, 20 pages.
I've got like 50 left.
Nice.
Machine.
Yeah.
I only read one short story. My brain needed to process.
Yeah, I finished chapter 12. There was a very pretty ball, so that's nice.
I might reread Final Empire before starting Well of Ascension.
I want you guys to know, Casey and I joked about this, but I'm already like a good chunk into listening to the graphic audio for Final Empire right now after having read Final Empire this month. So,
Is it good?
The graphic audio?
It's
I don't
okay.
I don't like it as much as I like the Stormlight graphic audios, but I think it's because I don't like the voice actor for Kelsey.
Oh, fair enough.
It's not just that I don't like his voice, because like sometimes like, well, this voice doesn't fit how I hear them, but it's still like a good voice actor. But it's like he doesn't bring the same like charisma to the character that you get like when you read the book, and I'm just like, it's not as good because of that. But it's like they're fun. Like, graphic audios because they're fun, because it like puts in all the sound effects. It's a movie in your mind.
Yeah, the epigraphs read aloud in the graphic audios is so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think my favorite voice in the graphic audio is Ham's, which is like a very random voice, but I really like his voice.
Yeah, that one actually fits. Like most of like the main ones, they're not like bad, but they don't like, I don't know, they just don't bring it all the way. Especially Kelsier, and I'm like, I need Kelsier to bring it all the way.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though. The one who does Vin is very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's like they're fun. But I think I like the Stormlight ones more. Because I don't like a lot of voices in the Stormlight ones.
Definitely not. The Warbreaker one is also kind of weird.
I want to listen to Warbreaker all the way through. Like I just listened to the first 5 minutes just to hear like the voices, and I was like, oh, they're Scottish. It was shocking to find out that Siri and Viv were Scottish in the graphic audio. I was like, I get it, but it was so unexpected. Also, Nightblood is a lot.
Yeah, Nightblood is the thing I can't get past. I can't handle Nightblood in the graphic audios.
So creepy. Like, it's a lot.
What accent does it have?
Nightblood?
The creepy accent. I don't know how to explain it.
Accent. Like, it literally is like, it's just like, I don't know. I'll have to like play it for you at some point because it's a lot. It's a lot.
I'll have to try and like find the snippet and like post it in the Discord or something.
Do it.
Because everyone needs to hear whatever Nightblood is doing.
Whatever Nightblood is doing. Yeah, like in my head, Nightblood is like a very like childlike voice, but in the graphic audio, it's like deep and scary and like vibraty, and there's a lot going on. It's a lot of layers to it. Sounds like it's from a horror movie.
I just read him as like a robot voice with a little bit of reverb.
Then you might like it.
Like
the graphic audio. It's so creepy.
Like
no, it's not. It's
like you.
It's creepy.
I adopted a robot.
A robot makes sense. Like a robot, I will accept. The graphic audio is like
it's
horror movie levels of like why.
I cannot at all get the idea of Nightblood being Taika Waititi out of my head.
Honestly, that brings me joy though.
That would be so good.
It really is.
I would accept that.
Yeah, I would take it.
100% here for it.
When they make the adaptation, we're gonna be like, Sanderson, get on this. You gotta get on your side.
Sanderson, we have a plan here.
We have a plan. We're ready.
Just be like, dude, we've done half the work for you. You just need to fund it.
Right. Oh.
I'm definitely not looking for the Nightblood voice in the graphic audio right now.
I mean, I sent you guys that clip of it somewhere in Messenger. You could probably find that faster.
Maybe.
That would have been in the was that in the main chat? We have so many group chats. Yeah, it would have been. God, we say Nightblood a lot in this chat, I guess. Either way, we've gotten sidetracked here.
I almost
But
got
we'll find it eventually.
We fall into silence as we look for Nightblood.
Haley is almost a part 2 of Mistborn. That's great.
Yes. Haley read Mistborn a long time ago. Didn't like it. She's trying again.
Yeah. I think it's okay so far. But so far, that's been my opinion of all the books.
I will die.
They're good.
You're not a big like high fantasy reader, right, Katrina?
No. I definitely tried to read some in high school, and then I got bored because I forgot who everything was by the time I got to a second book in a series.
It's fair.
That's valid, yeah. Yeah.
That's why you need that juicy group discussion.
Yeah. You know, I
It does
definitely for people who aren't accustomed to reading fantasy, getting into it. I'm not saying you can't eventually get into it, but when you're just starting to try to get into it, it's going to be a rough transition. I feel like because it's so different than other genres. I mean, you can say that about any genre. Any genre you're just not used to reading is going to be a transition.
I think Sanderson's a pretty good place to start though, with high fantasy, because I don't read much high fantasy at all.
Yeah.
I'm mostly sci-fi or more modern sort of urban surreal fantasy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of his earlier books and series have more contained casts. So you're not who the fuck is that guy and who's that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
And when I do ask those questions, I can just look it up on the internet. It's very well documented series.
I'm not Googling anything until September.
Shouldn't look up anything just because you'll immediately.
Yeah, there might be big spoilers on the internet.
I know that Spence was oh yeah, I just wanted to look up fan art of Ellen, and I typed it in Google, and then Google autofilled with some stuff, and I was you're not supposed to do that.
So I've been looking up the chapter summaries on Coppermind, and then just control Fing for the character name I'm looking for.
Oof, that'll still get you spoiled.
It's dangerous.
Risky moves.
So far, because I know not to scroll down too far.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, yeah, but it's riddled with spoilers. But you can literally just come into the Discord and be who the fuck is this person? What is their relevance? We got you covered.
Yeah, there's always someone in there to yell at.
Look up fan art until you're done with an entire series, because fan art will spoil you, especially for Mistborn. The most recreated fan art is such a spoiler for the series. Multiple versions of one fan art, and it's such a spoiler.
I will say, Haley, I read 2.5 of the Game of Thrones books and then stopped, and will never continue.
I read them all. As a fantasy reader, I couldn't keep up with all the bitches in those books.
Yeah, I'm up to date with them. I'm angry at the series for how dirty they did the Greyjoys.
There's so much good stuff in the Game of Thrones books. But it's just so much stuff that doesn't really need to be there, and doesn't really push the story forward in a cohesive way. So it's so confusing, especially if you're not a fantasy reader who's used to big worlds and big, because each book introduces 20 new random ass characters, and some of them it's you only see twice, and it's why do I care?
You have to be ready for sort of throwaway lines that are going to be addressed 3 books later.
Exactly.
There's a lot of that.
I feel like Stormlight does that, but I feel like Stormlight does that way better than Game of Thrones did.
Well, Stormlight's also a much smaller cast. It's a big fantasy world, and it's got a big cast, but you're still following just your main POVs. even though the cast tends to grow as you go. You're not following like 20 just random point of views and just getting 20 new ones in each book and being like, who are all these people and why do I care?
I just couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't care about Game of Thrones. I gave up.
Yeah.
That sounds so stressful. All of it sounds so stressful.
It was very stressful.
I love how like the final season was so bad that the human race has like collectively just forgotten about the entire series. It's just gone.
Down here. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Did we watch the premiere?
I think the one that you watched with Casey like has not watched like any Game of Thrones, but it was when we were.
I watched the first 2 seasons and read like the first 2.5 books.
We were
then we were in London.
We were in London for like a couple of days before we went to like our Harry Potter convention in Dublin, and it was like I think it was the premiere or it was like the second episode of like the final season, and we're like, well, we have to watch this now. We're gonna get spoiled on the internet. So, like we had 4 of us, me and my boyfriend Casey and our friend Haley, like all crammed on this tiny couch watching it on Justin's like tiny. It was not the best way to watch like the premiere of Game of Thrones, but that season was so bad.
It was so bad it didn't matter.
It's so bad. I still can't get over like the fucking battle episode. Was it like episode 2 or 3 where it's just dark. You couldn't see shit, and they're like, it's realistic, and I'm like, no, that's not how you do TV. Like, it's just not. You can do it.
I like to see things when I'm watching TV. If I'm watching TV, I tend to want to see things. That might be a personal preference, though I'm not sure.
I just like whenever I think about that episode, I'm like, that episode could have been good because it was like all chaos, battle, and fun nonsense. And I mean, it wasn't. There were bad parts, but like it could have been visually good. But they were like, we're just not going to show it, so it doesn't matter.
Imagine spending like billions of dollars and then just not showing it.
Just like. Every time I think about it, it like makes me laugh. I'm like, why? What were they thinking? I don't understand.
They weren't.
I don't understand.
Imagine if the Sanderson adaptations are this bad.
Oh God.
I'm not going to be a fun person to be around, I will say. Because
imagine how heartbroken you're all going to be. I'm
going to be that person, like, because I'm like so just ingrained in these series that no matter how good the adaptation is, I'm going to be that person being like, oh, they did this wrong. They fucked this up. That's not
I feel like you just have to have like 0 expectations.
Oh, I know.
That's true. I have so low expectations for adaptations now.
It's gonna be so hard for me to like to reel it in. I'm gonna have to, like once it's like announced that it's officially happening, I'm gonna be like, okay, we gotta start working on it now. We gotta reel it in. No expectations. Just be happy that there's an adaptation and just leave it at that. No expectations for how good it's gonna be. Why are you screaming at me, Alex?
She's gonna yell, dudes. Yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about the Aragon adaptation right now because that's a whole bucket of words.
If you talk about Bree, talk about the Aragon adaptation to Bree, she will rant at you for a solid 2 hours.
Listen, I love those books, and that is just not only is it just a bad movie, like outside of the book, like it's just cohesively.
But Bree, I thought you liked birds.
Giant blue chicken. She's a chicken. Dragons don't have feathers. I will fight you.
But she's just a chicken.
That movie was so bad, though. Like, just none of the choices that they made sense.
I got her started.
So I'm cautiously optimistic about the Percy Jackson series because we don't have 2 hours to listen to Bree rant. But I feel like the new Jackson series is gonna be better than the Percy Jackson movies, and that's all I want.
I
feel like that's a low bar, and I think they can accomplish that.
It's a very low bar, but I'm real hyped about the new Percy Jackson series.
Me too.
Hyped.
I hope it's gonna be really good.
Expectations because we've been let down before, so that works out because we've already done that. So
I will say I have watched the Percy Jackson movies multiple times because they're so good. They're so bad. I'm just like, this is amazing. Like, I don't know what's happening. Like, who made these decisions? But everything's horrible.
On like the trash level, yeah. I understand.
They're definitely like trash movies to watch.
That's fair. I feel like you feel that way about like most books and movie adaptations, Casey. You're like, this is terrible. I love it.
Yeah. There's a lot of them. Like the Sword of Truth.
Okay, I actually liked the show, but the thing is, with adaptation, I got lucky because I started watching the show while I was reading the books. Like I was doing it simultaneously, so I was able to look at them as like separate versions of the same thing. It wasn't like I read the series and then watched the show and was like, "This is terrible." Although it did get bad in the second season.
It got real bad.
A lot of bad choices, but the first season was solid. I liked the cast.
A good adaptation on a good note is Good Omens. That adaptation is amazing. No, amazing.
Controversial opinion.
Please
I
tell
have
me your
controversial opinions. I feel like the casting was spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the casting was perfect, but I feel like there was too much filler.
I wanted even more filler.
They didn't have enough to like stretch it out into, but I feel like the filler didn't like match the tone of the book, whereas the main storyline bits did. Like I enjoyed it overall, but I was like,
No, I get that. I loved all the filler.
Those two are like my OTP.
The same. And aren't we getting more?
They're just so cute together. I hope not.
I think we are.
Like genuinely, I hope they leave it. Like it was perfect as it was. Like that doesn't need to.
It was. I agree. But I do think we're getting more.
I think the only adaptation that I've seen in ages where I was like, that was perfect. I have literally no criticism of it. Was that sci-fi movie Arrival with Amy Adams? That was like bonkers.
I have not watched it yet.
Really cool.
How did we get on this topic?
Oh, we were talking about Game of Thrones, yeah.
It was Haley.
It's Haley.
Yeah.
It was Haley.
It was this bitch right here. Love you, Haley, but it was your fault.
Oh, I'll tell you what I'm a bit stressed out about. The new Discworld series.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that.
I'm a bit worried about that.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna go. I've only read like 2 or 3 of those books, but they have like such a specific feeling to them.
They have a unique vibe.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's going to be so hard to translate to screen.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially without Terry Pratchett. Like with someone else in someone else's hands. Like I don't know how I feel about that.
Nah.
Just looking at the Millennium Falcon behind Katrina.
Oh yes, it's lovely. This was a wedding present. We got it a few years ago.
I saw Falcon and my brain is on Winter Soldier Falcon, so I got confused and then I realized.
It's the other one.
The other one.
I did like the first episode of the show.
I do too.
I haven't watched it yet. I don't think I'm gonna like it.
I'm excited.
I will
It
caution you that it was supposed to come out before WandaVision.
It was.
And WandaVision is so uniquely good. And this one just involved a lot of international shooting dates that were all canceled last March.
I tell you what though, this one feels a lot higher budget.
It does.
Yeah.
It does, for sure.
I see that.
Nice. Like I'm glad because I was worried about that. Because trying to like continue this on like a lower budget like movie or TV scale versus like the movies is like I was afraid of like how the quality would downgrade, but it came across really nicely.
I'm still just so upset about Endgame. I can't get past it.
Right.
I went to see that like 3 times.
We don't have to talk about it.
Overall, but like man, that Captain America thing they did was not great.
Hate it.
Which bit?
The bit where he,
at the end?
Yeah, where he like goes back in time to Peggy. We're spoiling Endgame, everyone.
Seen
We're
it
gonna
yet?
spoil Endgame right now.
Yeah.
Okay, if you have not seen this movie,
Seen the memes.
That whole plot thread.
I love that ending.
I hate
Why
that.
why did you hate it?
Because I felt like it just did not fit his character at all, and it also undermined all the work that she did.
Yeah.
Like
it felt like such a cop out instead of just like I don't know.
they
Like,
weren't even together. Like I feel
the
like
way that I could reconcile it in my head is that the last thing he ever said to Peggy was, "I'm gonna have to take a rain check on that dance."
But you
Like,
can see her.
It's cute, but I just don't like it. I feel
I
like
liked it.
the fact that he just goes back in time and lives out his life with her, just doesn't get involved in anything and just lives out peaceful life. Like that doesn't feel right for him. Like he's gonna be getting in those fights and saving people and doing it because that's who he is. And I just don't see
I
him.
guess so.
It just doesn't feel right for the character. It felt out of character. Like I get the reason
I
why,
feel like I don't know.
but I didn't
So
like it.
bad. I would much would rather him just died in battle.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
One
Katrina.
thing that's been making me feel better is a very dumb joke that me
Okay.
and Victor have running. Because, I think like it's a nice ending, but I don't like it with how they did his character. But I think what should happen is in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there is a new Captain America, and it's Johnny Storm, played by Chris Evans.
Honestly,
The universe is opening up.
that would be.
I would approve that. I don't think Chris Evans is ever gonna go back to Marvel, so I don't think it's gonna happen. But I would approve that.
I'm kind of stressed out about Fantastic Four as well because, like, in my head, there is no way to make Stretchy Man not look shit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's gonna look so.
I
Very worried about this
actually work for Marvel, just sitting here not saying anything.
How is our Marvel person in the comments? How you doing?
Doing Haley, hearing us just talk about all the things we hate and scared about.
Haley knows my thoughts about Endgame.
Oh yeah, no. Captain America was like my favorite of all of like the Marvel characters,
Same.
and they did him dirty. I'm like, no. I also would have preferred him to just like have gone out in battle, just died a heroic death. It just didn't feel right.
Also, there's the whole thing about like how like he's an old man at the end, and it's like that doesn't make sense with how the serum works. Like he wouldn't have aged that much in that amount of time. That's why everyone's like in the fandom. It's like it's just an actor. Steve is like hiding behind a bush, and he hired some random old guy to be like, "Here's the shield."
Like, if they had done that, I would have given it more points because that would be funny.
I think my favorite out of the whole group is the new Spider-Man. I really, really like him.
I do really like the new Spider-Man. Yeah.
I think his movies have had the best villains out of everybody.
Been so good.
The new Vulture man was like mind-blowingly cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. They've been really well done.
I really like them, but also I don't like that how so much of Spider-Man's story is rooted in Iron Man.
Yeah. They put a lot of it into him.
It can't be from now on, though. I mean, it's going to be about him having to break away and getting his independence. But I think that's like, I think that's this Marvel storyline's version of Uncle Ben with him losing a father figure.
Yeah, I absolutely see that. I'm just glad we don't have to watch Uncle Ben die again. I was like, when they were like, "Here's another Spider-Man," I'm like, tell me it's not the same goddamn origin story over and over again. We've seen Uncle Ben die enough, okay? We've seen it.
Wait, I mean, just one more time, right?
No.
Or like 7 more times.
I do enjoy the amount of variety we've had in Aunt May over the course of our adaptation, so it's been great.
Yeah.
Good old Spider-Man.
I really love that, like, Aunt May during my lifetime felt like going from, like, this incredibly elderly old woman to being like, oh, she's aunt-aged. She's the age that a normal adult would be if they had a niece or nephew.
Yep.
It's like, is she an 80-year-old woman or she is like 30 or 40? It's like, we don't know.
We don't know.
Mystery.
It's a
We're
mystery.
going back and forth.
Yeah. We're going to try it out different ways, see what works.
You will get your movie soon, Alex.
Will she?
Probably not, actually. There's Black Widow's never coming out.
No, that's all Alex cares about. And it's
I don't even care about Black Widow. I just want that freaking Morbius movie. That looks so good.
I just don't think the Black Widow movie is going to be good. My expectations are like down here.
I feel like it could have been good if they'd released it before Endgame.
Yeah. It don't make sense to kill a bitch and then go back and kill some of her stuff. Like, it's unless you're bringing her back. There's no like. There's why do we care?
Yeah,
You know what
but then there's that whole thing about are the people that died still alive inside the Soul Stone in like that pocket universe?
Yeah, I mean, I still want it. That's valid, Alex. We know you would die for Black Widow.
I feel like the time to do a Black Widow movie was either 10 years ago or never, but like now is fine too.
Now it's fine.
I mean, it's like I'll probably watch it, but like maybe after like the first Avengers movie, we could have had a Black Widow movie.
Right? It's just weird. It's weird storytelling timeline stuff. Oh, I did see that, Eli. Sanderson talked about.
What's the theory? Somebody fill me in.
I don't remember. It was about like the different like.
Never mind then.
I think it was about like just like the multiverse stuff and like having her come back, or like having the Black Widow movie being. I think it was like being a whole different universe or something. I don't remember.
Or somebody put that comment about the Eternals.
This was on a Sanderson stream like a couple weeks ago when he was talking about it, so it's like it's left my brain. Eli might remember it better than I do.
The thing I am most hyped about with the Eternals is that one of the Eternals is the guy that voiced Prismo in Adventure Time.
Oh, I had it right? Okay. Yeah. It was an interesting theory, but it didn't like his overall explanation of the theory didn't quite make sense with like what we know now. But it was a good theory.
Like as a Marvel movie or just as a character? Because yes.
Because yes. This has turned into the Marvel chat live stream.
Hello, go watch Marvel movies. We are here. Haley, can we get sponsored by Marvel?
Oh my god, imagine.
I don't think that's a thing that could happen.
Haley, sponsor us. Sponsor us.
Haley, give us that sweet Marvel sponsor. I'm sure Haley's in charge of that. She can just do that.
Go follow Marvel.
When the next movie comes out, we should all go see it on the same day and do a live stream discussion.
Yeah. Whenever theaters return in the pandemic is over.
In 50 years.
I mean, apparently Spider-Man is getting released only in theaters, so
that's cool. That's
maybe.
Cool.
Love that.
I have no money. That's why I want a Marvel sponsorship.
No money, Haley. We are broke bitches.
I have like 2 money in the world.
I have 2 money.
We'll put all of our monies together and we'll have like 5 monies.
Maybe 5 monies. That's what it was.
I got paid and had my stimulus check hit on at the same time. So now I have like 3. So that's good.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
3 whole money.
Katrina living
3
large.
whole money.
3 whole money. Damn. What's that like?
But like, okay,
I'm gonna pay my rent and the internet bill.
Katrina's living large. Okay, this is an interesting theory, but I don't know why we would then continue to care about her or care about her at all.
It was just like it would make more sense to like go back and do like a prequel story in the timeline after she died, because like it just doesn't make sense. So I think that was why that was Sanderson's theory. It was like it would make sense if it was like you find out that it's like a different universe, like, you know, Loki's doing all the weird universe stuff, and if it was like tied into that, and then you just found out that like she didn't actually die. It was a universe where she
I was always like unsure why Gamora came back.
I don't know if there's a reason.
Hell yeah, Eli, bring snacks. Snacks to the money pile.
There's no reason.
It's just like 5 money with a single chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
Someone in the crowd like
Eli showed up with a chicken nugget.
That's my kind of snacks, honestly.
Honestly, I love this.
Now I want chicken nuggets.
Whenever we all get together in the future, in like 50 years when we're all old and gray and allowed to see each other in real life, we're gonna have the best party with 1 chicken nugget.
I'll be brave enough to do my hair by then. It'll be fine. We won't all be gray haired.
There we go.
We'll all have different colored hair. We'll all be gray haired, so we'll all still be dyeing it fun colors.
Yeah, I'm gonna be this bitch forever. So.
I'm gonna have
If I don't
my
have
shiny chrome robot body.
I love that you added that to the Discord. Thank you, Elijah. Sure, and it's just a pile of like 5 monies and a single chicken nugget.
It can be a vegan chicken nugget.
It could be a vegan nugget, sure, Haley. We will do that.
We're accommodating.
If y'all are on live stream, what do you do with your lives? I love the support, Eli. There's 7 whole people watching us.
Anyway, so I assume that we'll be getting an email from Marvel about our sponsorship.
Yeah,
We will talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier
sure.
all day.
All day.
Mostly because we love Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie with our whole hearts.
Who doesn't?
That is not a lie.
Villain.
Sebastian Stan 100% should have played Luke Skywalker in that cameo.
That would have been great.
He proper looks like Mark Hamill. Young
Yeah,
Mark Hamill.
yeah, I could absolutely see it.
Yeah, he really does.
He's got the face.
That face. Got that face.
From the mouse at Disney.com.
That's how you know it's from like one of the big boys.
Nugget.
We're like, oh yeah.
Yes, we've been noticed.
Thank you, Marvel. I appreciate the notice.
The email is just like, shut up.
It's just like big red letters like cease and desist.
Yes!
Stop talking about us, never talk about us again.
We are not associated with those weird nugget bitches. Oh. My boyfriend is screaming in the other room.
I mean, listen. Sponsorship for $5, so, and a chicken nugget. So
Deal.
I'll Venmo you after this live stream.
Think how many chicken nuggets you could buy with $5.
Hey,
Many chicken nugget.
not
Then
many.
you can like reinvest.
Yeah. Invest.
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay, I think we should stop this live
Yeah, let's
stream
go.
before we get further off topic.
Right. We're all over the place.
Everybody's tired.
Yeah.
But thank you all for joining us. I don't think we updated the description with everyone's channel links, but we will after.
Yeah, I didn't know who was joining until after the fact. So I was just like, whoever's coming, come on in. So I
We will
was.
after, and we'll drop links in a comment link or something, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you for coming and reading, and our weird Marvel segue.
Yeah.
Which one of us is ending the broadcast, Brianna?
Right. Probably should be me. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us. Bye.